Now, the last connection that might be a little bit more complicated than it first seems is this RtTimeRange connection to the RtWebPart. As we saw before, you have a number of things you can pass. What you want to pass in the case of the RtTimeRange is the TimeRange attribute. Now that's actually passing something that's a full timestamp, both start and end time together, with a semicolon delimiting the two. That's something you're actually going to handle in the spreadsheet itself, because that's if you just put that into a cell, that's not going to result in a valid PI time or Excel time. Let me demonstrate. Now, if I switch over and take a look at our WebPart page here, watch what happens when I change this from 2 hours to say 8 hours, and I apply. Watch what happens down here. This is the value that actually is connected, this cell B8. That cell B8 currently we're going 1442 to 1642. When I apply, now as you can see it's going 844 to 1644. So we've actually stuffed a new value in here. That value is both the start and end time. So these cells here actually have to parse that out using Excel functions. So if we take a look at the original spreadsheet has, as you can see, it's using the left string function, or this left function, a string function, for finding everything left of the semicolon, and then the right function and the len function, the length function, to find everything to the right of the semicolon and return appropriately a parsed out start time and end time from here. So that's one caveat when you're working with this RtTimeRange. Again, let's take a look at how the connections were made. I will one more time go into edit mode to inspect the connection. First thing we'll do is we'll take a look at the oops, looks like I've lost my connection to the host. Okay, so as before, to look at the destination, the destination of where we are sending this connected information, we go into edit connections, send filter data. This is send filter data to the RtWebPart, and we specify using named ranges, just as we've done before. We specify the destination. That's going to be this time range setting. And here's the dialog box. As you can see, this is where we specify the destination on that spreadsheet, that EWA spreadsheet or hosted spreadsheet. It's going to be the time range, named range. That's the destination. So the source of what we send, that again is handled through the definition of RtTimeRange. We'll go ahead and scroll over. And as you can see under filter value, here are the things that we could send: start time, end time, etc. I chose time range. And what time range is giving us is, that's the universal time format, by the way, and not the local time. But that's going to give me both a start time and end time. Now all of that is not going to do us much good if we don't have a spreadsheet that can accept that. So that's why, as I demonstrated earlier, you would put these functions into these cells B6 and B7 to make use of what we stuff into cell B8 through the connection.